Hello, Nathan Judo. I'm here with Wolves reporter Mr. Liam Keane. Liam, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Newcastle United 1, and Hwang is the new god, the new bull, the second bull of Wolverhampton Wanderers. Amazing double, one for the perfect hat-trick. Let's start there because he was sensational, and really the difference between these two sides today.
Yeah, brilliant. And alongside giving Hwang his deserved credit, Raul Jimenez has got to get mentioned.
Absolutely,
he has to get mentioned.
Absolutely.
Both goals were virtually carbon copies of each other. You know, Raul showing a bit of determination, power, strength, riding a challenge in midfield, playing a nice through ball in. One on the right side, one on the left side. Either foot, as you say there. Hwang, a lovely run, lovely finish to the bottom corner. They're exactly the same. And Hwang, just a note with him, I mean, his we've spoken to him. He puts himself about. He's a bit of a. He seems like a bit of a character. You know, he's a quite a stocky lad, and he never stopped running today. Never stopped running.
Amazing engine.
And he came off right at the end, and he looked absolutely gassed.
Didn't he? Looked like cramping both legs. Fair play. That's what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
You want that on the pitch. You want to leave it on there. And I feel too few people, I think, recently haven't left it on the pitch, and he gives you absolutely everything, and that's why the fans are going to take to him. That's why he's going to become a new fan favourite, because not only does he score, but he plays with a smile on his face, and he puts himself about. He never stopped, like I say, never stopped running today, on for the perfect hat trick. I mean, the amount of times we've seen people get in that position and blaze it over. You don't need to hit the life out of a ball. I'm not mentioning any names, but there's plenty of people who do. Just beautiful, to try all right. And there's a few people, and he just dinged them. Beautiful finish. That's all you need to do. Place it, and I think they've lacked that. And like you say, that relationship potentially now between Raul and Hwang is huge going forward for Wolves.
Definitely, it was the deftness of the finish, the composure, and for a player that obviously did very well at Salzburg, but had a tough season last year. Was on the bench for a lot of the year at Leipzig.
Yeah,
he didn't score many goals.
No.
And that was the big criticism.
Yeah.
He's come in, he's scored 3 in 4 or 5 games where it is now. It's big for him as well, because he's come over from
not just off the bench as well, not starting all of these.
Yeah, he come over from a new culture. He's got the trust already of Bruno to start again today. I thought he would start again today as well. I know a few people thought Troyer and Podence might play, but he's taken his chance, and that's the key thing. He's taken his chance. The opportunity was there. He's grabbed it with both hands. Yeah. He's now got an international break, and you expect, provided he comes back okay, he'll play again when he comes back in Villa.
Absolutely. I mean, the shirt's his to lose at the moment. Sensational, really, and like two bright sparks in what was all otherwise a pretty poor Wolves, and a poor game to watch, to be honest.
It wasn't a great game. I thought Wolves, in the first half, controlled the game very well for probably a good 35-40 minutes. Yeah. But without really that ruthless clinical edge, and I mean it was summed up there by just before the Hendrick goal, Trincão's opportunity. He's got to finish that.
He's got to finish that.
He's 10 yards out, left foot.
Yeah.
I mean, he's caught the ball nicely, hasn't he? But I'm going to be kind to him. But it's crashed straight off the other side of the bar, and.
Well, like you say, he could have placed it. We talked about Hwang placing it. I mean, he's tried to blast it. It's come off the crossbar. You've got to do better than that.
He's got to score. And then Newcastle couldn't be around. What was it? A minute, 2 minutes later. Have scored a somewhat controversial goal.
What do you make of it? Seen the replays?
Yeah, I think we've seen the replays. Me and you watched one on the monitor in front of us. Luckily, a very good replay, close up. For me, it's not a foul on Sarr. I think it's a 50-50. They've both gone in. Sarr's got the ball. The player's gone over him. It's not a foul for me.
Should Newcastle have kicked it out? I mean, I think what's killed him is that Sarr's got back up ante to try.
Yeah. I think if Sarr stays on the floor, I'm not convinced that's given. I'm not convinced that's given at all. I think the fact that he's got up and he's tried to get back onto the line just as Hendrick's picking the ball up, I think that makes it look bad on Sarr, and that's why the referees and VAR have let it go.
Bruno was furious on the touchline.
He got booked in the aftermath. He was not happy. But I think on the whole, because of the fact he got up, and I don't think it was a foul in the first place. For me, the goal has to stand, and it's a sloppy goal. It was poor defending in the first place. They allowed St. Maximin to carry the ball forward past 2 or 3 players as the rest of them backed off. And you have to make a challenge, you have to make an interception there. You can't allow him to run through with that. Do you know what he's like? He's a wonderfully talented player, great dribbling, fast, and you can't allow him the space to work his magic, and he did, and a lovely through ball, and that's where it all started. But they came back in the second half, were quite flat, and got a goal out of nothing.
Yeah,
a bit of magic again from Raul.
Brilliant.
Just turning it there, showing a bit of composure, a lovely through ball, and again a carbon copy of the first goal.
But you don't want to be in that position, do you? I mean, this game should have been
it
put
should
to
have been
bed, really. I mean, no offence to Newcastle. Well,
no, they were.
I mean, they're awful. I mean, they were
really
awful side. I mean, I feel sorry for St. Maximin. They're poor. I mean, if they'd got something out of this game, and we all knew when it was 1-1, we're like, oh, good God, with the amount of 1-1 records. But at least they got the job done. I mean, look, they lost the first 3 games, and we're going to go into a little bit more detail in the podcast later on. But they lost the first 3 games. They've got 9 points from 7 now, going to that international break. They're halfway up the table. It's something to build on, and if they do want to change it around, if they do want to go to 4 at the back, if they want to go to that more of a high press, that more of attacking, at least they've got a little bit of points behind them. It's difficult when you've got 0 or 1 point on the board, but now they can just relax a little bit. I think Bruno can relax it a little bit. They can breathe now. And just enjoy this international break and come back ready and firing for Villa.
I think you summed up there with they can breathe a little bit. It feels like the weight is off slightly, doesn't it? It feels much more comfortable now than it did. And you don't want to be too comfortable and take your foot off the gas. No. But arguably, the international break's come at a bad time. You know, you can argue that Wolves want to carry on that momentum.
I mean, they play well, they lose. They play poorly, they keep on winning. So I don't know what's the gig. I don't know.
But in a strange way, it's quite a nice build-up now to what is going to be a very hostile game at Villa Park.
Spicy.
It's going to be fiery. And that's a real nice build-up, I think. Wolves have got 2 much-needed wins on the board there. Could you imagine what we'd be talking about right now had they not won either of these 2 games?
Stop it! Don't want to start it.
So football can change so quickly, and now they've got a little bit of breathing space. Hopefully everyone comes back fit and well from the international break. I know Kilman went down at one point, but he was okay, so there was a bit of a concern. But everyone seems okay. Go away, come back again, fit, and go to Villa Park ready for what's going to be certainly a tough game. I mean, Villa have got some great players, so it's going to be difficult.
Man, all right, it'll be fine. Go and interview Bruno. I'll go and edit this video. Wolves 2, Newcastle 1 for the post-match reaction. Make sure you log on to expressthestar.com.